Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today's video is going to be another one of my in reviews. This is 2021 July to December. So let's go ahead and have a look. So when I was doing my 2022 January to June one, I went back to find this and realised I hadn't done it. But the problem was I'd already filmed that one and I didn't have time to change it before it went up. It was a whole big thing. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just do 2022 January to June and I'll come back and do 2021 July to December. So this is 2021 July to December. I have done 2021 January to June if you want to go and check that one out. And obviously I've done the 2022. But let's start off here. See if I can find where June is. That's May. There we go. June. Okay, so this will be July. This will be July. Okay. So I love my monthly spreads. I just think they're awesome. And they still look so much like this. It's not funny. They really don't change. But I was just looking at this and going, oh wow, on the 5th of July last year I went back to work. And I think of how far we've come in such a short period of time. This was then a piece of washi paper. This is something I do sometimes if I've got that week empty. If there's nothing... Not week, if I've got that page empty, if I just want to add some colour to it, or if I'm just sitting here and I'm bored, which does happen. I grabbed all my ocean, or not all, I grabbed a bunch of my ocean themed washies and just made a sheet of washi paper. This was one of my favourites. It really was. This was my Rainbow Week. I think I was inspired by this for a card, and I saw it and I'm like, right, well I can turn that into a planner week. I loved the little kids, so each of them had a different colour. I love the little unicorns. Reminded me then of Rainbow Bright. It still so does. That gives me complete Rainbow Bright feelings. But I love that. And do you know what I love more? I love these little rainbow stars for my ticks. It's very cool. Very cool. I love seeing... Now, someone mentioned on my last one that I don't write a lot in my planner. And I answered that comment and I just said, I do, but I don't tend to write things that have happened. I don't go back and memory plan in these. These are more keeping track of what's coming, which is why when going back and looking at these, they're so much fun. Because to me, I can look at things and go, okay, well, on this day, I rang my best mate Chelsea. This day, I rang my stepmom Sharon. I had, like, these things were coming in the mail. That's the sort of things I like. And just this little one here that's got blinds installed. Oh, yeah, that was a good day. Which was our front blinds, and I love them. Or buy swimming nappies, because Charlotte needed to start. She wasn't starting swimming lessons. She certainly already had swimming lessons. But swimming lessons had been cancelled for a really long time up until this point. So I think this is when they were first starting back again. So it's really good. So this one was using Luscious Labels. What collection is it? I want to say Peonies, but that's not right. Anemones, that's what it is. With a little bit of Barney and Moon and then some gorgeous washi tape. This is using Tropicana. I think it's Tropicana. Yes, Tropicana. From Planners Anonymous. I still adore that little peeky window with the little happy mouth thing on the back. I love that one. Actually, I'm going to put it back that way. I really did love that one. Just with all the appointments. These ones were stamped in too. What's under here? Nothing. Sometimes I put them in and then I forget to do something about it. So here we go. We were in lockdowns again. So we had lockdown number 5. Day 1, 2 and 3. We just got swimming lessons in for a week and then ouch. Anyway. This was using my Plan to Create bee kit. This is where the bee thing started, I think. This was the first one. I adore this kit. I think I bought 2. This was one of the only times I've bought 2. I've tried to keep it down to 1 since. But, good result at the hip clinic. See, I do. I add things in when they're good. Brisbane gets the 2023 Olympics, lockdowns, neurology. See, everyone was like, oh, these lockdowns are horrible. I'm like, I get to go out. I've still got a ton of appointments to do. This was where I melted a bit of that plastic, and so this one's a bit squishy, but that's okay. I did an embossing and did a emboss resist. Why didn't I put... I didn't put... anyway. So this was using just pink and purple. I just wanted to do a background with some snow and stuff. So I've got lockdowns lifted, physios. I was like, whatever, bitches, and the bitches, whatever. I think I was having a bad week. So that was a good one to put there. Then we move into August. You can see all my gigantic group of birthdays. This was a leftover washi page. This was the first week of the Olympics, so I went all Olympic. I did the medal tally down the side. We went back into lockdowns again. I had the census night. This one was using a lime and mortar kit. See, I do use them. God, we have a lot of appointments. Oh, Ryan Respiratory. I'm looking at that going, what's that one? But that's Ryan. I love that. That's such a pretty kit. And then using some washi tape from Hobby Hoppers. Oh, Hooga Life. One of my favourites. I love the lightness of this kit. It was at such a good time because we were still like really heavily into some lockdowns. And this is when our harsher lockdown got announced. See, I do. Parents group, and then we had this little one that opened up with my Happy Mail. I actually really love that door. That's still one of my favourite flips. Love it. And then this was a Lawn Fawn one. I adore when I do big backgrounds. They just make me happy. And anything when I've got Lawn Fawn just makes me happy. So I really did love this one. I needed the tropical vibes with everything going on. And it was just such a really good one. Oh, they're the finals. Okay. I'm looking at that going, what? David T got sacked. There you go. Moving into September, I wanted to keep those sort of Hooga Life vibes. I don't know if you noticed, but they're very kind of similar there. I did try and put a background on this. It didn't really work. But they are all there. And then I got bored. This was using the Planner Piece Ice Queen box. Beautiful washi tape that was included in that. And then just adding all the others. It's funny because this is like the equivalent of this time last year. I reckon I should actually do these more like longer out. Because it's kind of cool to remember back this time last year. So as you can see, lots of appointments. Charlotte had ear infections. This is using another lovely plan to create. I think this one's called Spring Garden. It's just amazing. But do you know what? I'm actually starting to come around to what Laurie has said. I don't write enough in my planner these days. And I'm going to miss these kind of things. So I think I'm going to try. That's going to be my thing for the rest of the year. You'll notice from the start of September, I'm going to start trying to write more in my planner. Lawn Fawn sneak peek week begins. Yeah. This was the Bon Voyage kit. I'm going to use this again in this the next 6 months. I'm going to use this when we go over to South Australia again. I've replanned that trip. I'm so excited. But I can't use Getaway again because I just did. And I can't use Wanderlust again because I've already used it twice. So I'm going to use Bon Voyage again. So you'll see that coming up very soon. I love that this one had the spinner. I just think that was really cool. I've got my little car there that I didn't write enough on, but that's okay. Brace check, rescheduled stuff. I love that. Even when I don't write stuff on them, I just love them. I just think they're so good to just keep myself on track. Brownlow count. Grand final week. Oh, grand final week. So this was the one over in Perth. So I had the pictures that I cut out, had the washi tapes, and then I just made myself some, or I cut them out basically, using just the printer and all those sort of things. And then I had the dogs and the D's on these sort of clear flippers, which I really like. I'm in the process of working out what I'm going to do for this one. And both of these teams are still in the running right now. They might not be by the time I film this. By the time this goes up. This was using Barney and Moon's, oh goodness, what was it called? I want to say Spring Fling, but I don't think that's what it was called. Spring Birds, maybe. It's on the website still. It's an absolutely gorgeous kit. I still adore it. A little bit less going on because we're less lockdowns. Lockdown number 6, day 54. Jeez. Daylight savings is on. I've got my jab. This was a pocket that I made with the vellum using the poolside kit from PA. This was just using a stamp in the background. As you can see, it didn't work particularly well, but it's there and it's still pretty. There must have been 2. Righto. Oh, the mountains. This was someone dared me. Not dared me. Someone challenged me to go back and use an old an old collection, and I just love this Mountains collection. It's one of my favourites. I've got Click and Collects there. Oh, I remember that. Happy Mail stuff. I remember so clearly having all those Click and Collects and being able to go out on that Saturday and go and get them, because they must have lifted the 5Ks at that point. Must have gone out to 7, and so we couldn't go to like Spotlight and everything, because our Spotlight and Harvey Norman and thing, because they're all like 10Ks away. So we had to wait. But as soon as I went out and got a bunch of stuff. This was using Showtime from PA. I really do. And this was one of my favourite ones, because I changed, oh, that's stuck. No, it's not. At the last minute, I changed this one here to be like a pocket, so that I could put that Happy Mail stuff in rather than having it just stuck on the bottom, which I know I did for this one. Lockdown lift! Hooray! Picture to Page at Sandown was online that year. That was so good. Oh, I love this stencil. This was using another Plan to Create kit. And I just did that on the top and added in some washi tape to kind of join it in. But then I put the stencil dots all over the background. This was using a Uniquely Creative one. We had a planner day. As soon as the lockdown was lifted, we're like, we need a planner day. So that's what we did. Oh, Halloween. Now, I need to tell you this. I'm still trying to work it out. I am going to do a blackout month for October. I just need to work out my inserts. I will at least do, if I can't make the whole month work, I will at least do blackout for the week of Halloween. So just stay tuned for that. But I'm very excited. This was using a gorgeous Luscious Labels kit. I'm pretty sure it's still in the shop. I loved the clear stickers for this one. That was the part that really jumped at me. The kit was lovely as well, but the clear stickers that joined along was just fantastic. I love the spider webs. Shopping day. I just love that background. I love the grittiness of it. I love the blood look of it. Oh, so good. Moving into November. This is actually so much fun. Another boring one when I didn't do anything. I did 2 Halloweens, and I think that's the part of Halloween this year. I think it falls on a Monday, and so it's like a waste of a week, because you don't want to be excited about it, and then it's over, and then you've got the rest of the week. So I think this one will be cool, because I'll do the whole month worth of Halloweens. But this was using Lawn Fawn's Perfectly Wicked. I may have to use Lawn Fawn's Fantastic Friends for one of the Halloweens. And then using some absolutely stunning Fox and Cactus washi tape. Love that. Love it. I love the bricks. And I've used bricks on so many things since. I just love bricks. This was using PA, the Michael sticker book that was the... Universe. Hello, Universe. I knew what it was. I thought that lifted up. Oh, lift down. Try to lift it up. Lifts down. So, mail on there. I had lots of mail coming that week. Wedding anniversary. That was the first time we ever left Charlotte with another human being. Be Your Own Star. Make a Wish. Oh, I love that one. Hair. Yes. Things that I loved. Target had a like a really pastel-y Mickey Mouse collection. That's what this one was. This is still one of the ones I like the least. I could go back and go, oh my God, love that, love that, love that, love that. This is one that I really not the biggest fan of. Just didn't quite work out the way I wanted in my head. And you can tell the difference between a week that I love, like this. I do write more in it when there's, like when it's I want to look at it. And when I don't want to look at it, I can feel that I don't write as much. So perhaps that's a hint. If you see a week that I haven't written in so much, it means I didn't like it as much. This one I did write in a fair amount. I love that Fairy Bread Day. This was the Masquerade kit that was the printable. This is again from PA. This was the printable version that I made on my own. Don't like as much as I like regular PA kits, because the print isn't as nice, and it's not as there's not as much depth to the colours. But it did work out really pretty, and I kind of like designing my own kit. It was a bit fun. So you got that in there. A little flip out at the bottom, which is stuck. Whoops. And then we move into December. Oh, so hold on. I need to just reverse for a sec. So this day was National Fairy Bread Day. Where is it? So I had a go at actually drawing some fairy bread. That's actually one of few drawings in my life that I actually really like. It's one of my favourites. Alright, moving into December. This is the last one. This is all Christmas. I do this every year. There's certain things that I do every year. I always do Grand Final Week, and I always do all of December as Christmas. I don't think I want to pull in doing the entire of October in Halloween. I don't think that's me. But, because I'm indifferent with Halloween. I'm sure I've told you guys this story before, so I won't tell you again. But if you want my opinions on Halloween, let me know and I'll include that in one of my Halloween weeks. So I've got December here. The first one was using that Kmart collection because it was stunning. Kmart really do bring out some beautiful, beautiful collections. And when they bring it out that it all matches, it's just a lot of fun. So I just cut those up like little squares of the pattern paper. I ended up getting 2 of those. I still have one of those pads. And I've got everything in there. Big Bash starts. My Christmas countdown was on. 1 year since my gran passed away. This was the Merry Christmas Gnomey one. What was it called? It was something about gnomes from Plan a Piece. And gnomes were a big thing last year. I have a feeling gnomes are going to be a big thing this year as well. Charlotte 40 weeks, wow. Lawn Fawn release day. 16 days to Christmas, the test, and then I had a piece of acetate, the postcard, and then I put the acetate on the back. The longer it's gone, the more that tapes become seeable. It wasn't seeable before, but now it is, but that's okay. And then we continue on. So pretty. This was using, and this one, remember what I just said about the more I write in them, the more you know I love them. This one was the opposite. I loved this week so much I didn't want to touch it. But the other problem was that, of course, this is the busiest week of the year. The world's a bit mad, and I didn't have enough time. So I reckon this was the busiest week of the year, and you can tell because I didn't touch my planner whatsoever. But it is one of my favourite kits. This was the Christmas at Home kit. It was a printable. Was it a printable or was it a digital kit that I turned into a kit? One or the other. But absolutely love. Still one of my favourite digital kits from PA. And then this one was using my favourite Christmas set of 2021, which was the Christmas trees, the mini Christmas trees from Concord 9th. I actually lost track of how many times I used this, and I just adore the little trees, the little stars. It was just stunning. I love it. I love it. And there we go. That's the end of... Oh, hold on. No, sorry. I thought that was an extra one. So that's 2021. All done, finally. Took me that long to do it. I do like doing these a year behind. I feel like that's a better spot for them. But let me know, because I can always hold off doing another one for a really long time. But these are my favourite kind of videos. I love them because it's such a great way to remember. It's a great way to see how I've evolved. And I can see from this and then moving into the other one how I've started doing more backgrounds. I've started going a bit crazier and just making it whatever I like. We used to be very plain. We used to be very white. And if you go back to some of my other ones, oh wow. Sorry, I just grabbed these ones at the front and went, oh. If you see some of these ones, it is very, very plain. And then as you move, even just into this one, you can see when I started putting splatters on the background, and it's a fun walk. I encourage you, if you don't keep your old planner pages somewhere that you can go back and look at them, I encourage you to do so. They're actually a lot of fun just to go back and have a peek. So there we go. That's that one. I'm now completely up to date. All of these are in a playlist that will pop up at the end of this video if you want to go back and have a look. And obviously all of the weeks themselves are on my channel as well. So if you have one here that you liked, I've tried to give names through all of it. Just search through my channel. You'll find them. They'll be there. And you can have a look and see how the week came together from scratch. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on all of my social medias. They are listed for you down below, and I'd be happy to have you join that little family as well. I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome rest of your day and I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!